4,000-kilometre-long Mekong River has provided water to Southeast Asian farmers for millennia. Here, 80% of rice is produced by smallholder farmers. But now, due to pollution and the river's overuse, many here face acute water shortages, while also having to contend with the negative impacts of climate change. Men are abandoning the countryside to work in urban areas, and many of the women left behind seek out a regular income in local factories. Meanwhile, rice still remains the daily staple for much of the global population. The question is, how to provide it in the quantities required. One solution could be the high-yielding, climate-smart rice-growing methodology, SRI, or the system of rice intensification. And over the last 5 years, 15,000 smallholder farmers have explored ways of implementing this in a regional program called SRI LMB, which operated in 4 major rice-producing countries: Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, and Laos PDR.
We are exploring the way of growing rice with less water, seeds, less energy and less carbon footprint, with less investment cost. SRI talks about 4 principles: growing younger seedling with a wider spacing, applying compost as much as possible, and using water more carefully. The SRI management principles provide a lot of opportunity for farmers to come up with location-specific practices to manage water resources more efficiently. So in that context, the program is providing some kind of solutions for the future.
Hosted by the Asian Centre of Innovation for Sustainable Agriculture at AIT in Thailand, this 5-year initiative had a total cost of approximately €3.4 million, 85% of which came in a grant from the European Union.
The European Union has been working on this program as a commitment to the Sustainable Development Goal, and in particular the goal number 2. The program has benefited 15,000 farmers. The productivity has improved, the carbon footprint has been reduced dramatically, the yield and the income for the farmers have increased. The program is excellent.
Although farmers were the ultimate beneficiaries, SRI LMB's work brought together a wide international range of stakeholders, including policymakers, representatives of national and local government, academic researchers and extension workers, who were all given the opportunity to meet together and develop the initiative collectively. Evidence-based results proved that SRI practices across the region have helped to increase rice yields by 52% and increase farmers' net economic returns by 70%. They've increased labour use efficiency by 64% and increased water efficiency by 59%, while also increasing fertiliser use efficiency by 75%. The total energy output required for farming operations decreased by 34%, plus there were significant reductions in per hectare greenhouse gas emission by 14% with irrigated rice production and by 17% with rain-fed cropping.
យ៉ាពីខ្ញុំស្ទូងដល់បានផលច្រើនអញ្ចឹងប្រជាជនកសិករគាត់ឆ្ងល់គាត់ថាយាយស្រែស្រូវជាឯងផ្លែណាំនេះដូចគេយកមកចាក់ចោលនៅនឹងថាឥឡូវបើចង់បានផលល្អផ្លែអញ្ចឹងតម្រៀបដីឲ្យស្អាតហើយចាក់ដាក់ជីធម្មជាតិទ្រាប់បាតឲ្យច្រើនទៅឲ្យស្ទូងចំណាប់ខ្ចីឥឡូវឆ្នាំនេះខ្លះគេលែងសូវព្រោះហើយព្រោះតែអ្នកស្រែច្រើនអញ្ចឹងគ្នាព្រោះខ្លាយអញ្ចឹងទៅឥឡូវធ្វើតាម
In conventional rice farming, paddy fields remain waterlogged to suppress weeds. But this also means that rice roots are weakened through oxygen deprivation. SRI's more controlled practice of water management allows for wet and dry periods of growth, which encourages healthier roots to develop, thus improving the plant's access to nutrients and solar energy, resulting in an increased biomass and yield. SRI may contradict thousands of years of practice, but its benefits have increasingly been recognised by leading international bodies, including the United Nations FAO, who also acknowledge that rice grown using SRI is better able to resist the challenges of extreme weather events generated by climate change.
We've seen over the years farmers who have adopted system of rice intensification are able to produce crops that are much more resilient to climate stress.
គោលបំណងសំខាន់របស់គម្រោងគឺដើម្បីសិក្សាវិយតម្លៃប្រសិទ្ធភាពនៃការអនុវត្តបច្ចេកទេសតាមបបសតាម SRI ហើយកសិករនឹងចូលរួមវិយតម្លៃតើសកម្មភាពណាខ្លះឬមួយក៏បច្ចេកទេសណាខ្លះដែលសមស្របសម្រាប់អនុវត្តនៅក្នុងតំបន់របស់គាត់
The programme's focus is on rain-fed agriculture because currently this accounts for only 25% of production in the region, and growing more rain-fed rice would relieve the demand for water used in irrigation systems.
This is a very serious concern because rice is consuming more than 70% of fresh irrigation water. And we have come up with evidence-based result that these practices can provide much higher yield even under rain-fed conditions.
The programme also aimed to respond to the feminisation of agriculture taking place in the region through its partnership with Oxfam America.
For SRI gender-related work, we have supported the platform called Women Farmer Champions. So the platform provides opportunity for women to raise their voice, to exchange knowledge and also share innovation and look for solutions among farmers themselves. The second project that we support is the service team that we provide training on SOI, and the team themselves continue to provide the service for free in their province. And finally, we also have supported the project to commercialize the small mechanized tool called rice weeder. So instead of spending 5 days, they spend 1 day in removing weed from their farm.
The SRI LMB programme was a mutual learning experience which used participatory action research, concentrating on documenting the adaptation responses made by SRI farmers. Ultimately, the programme aimed to understand what works in practice and why.
Sự tham gia ở đây bao gồm có sự tham gia của người dân, sự tham gia của lãnh đạo chính quyền địa phương. Và với cái phương pháp này sẽ giúp cho người sản xuất cũng như là cán bộ lãnh đạo của địa phương được trực tiếp tham gia vào các hoạt động, được thảo luận và trên cơ sở đấy thì trực tiếp thực hành. Cái việc này giúp cho người nông dân tiếp nhận cái thông tin một cách đầy đủ.
แต่ว่าเฮาก็บ่ได้เฮ็ดทั้งหมดเนาะเฮาต้องว่าเฮ็ดเพื่อเป็นบ่อนศึกษาของเฮาเองก่อนเนาะแล้วก็เฮ็ดสมเทียบกันแม่นี่เนาะถ้าว่าแล้วก็เพราะว่ามันก็มีจุดอ่อนแล้วเฮาสิดูแลรักษาแนวใดเพื่อว่าจะ
อันนี้นี่หมายความว่าการที่ว่าไปส่งเสริมหรือว่าไปแนะนำชาวสกรให้มาหันมาปลูกข้าวเขาเจ้าว่าโอ้ดำจีบเดียวจังได๋มันสิได้กินโอ้ยบ่ได้กินดอกแบบนี้นะชาวสกรเขาเจ้าว่าแนวนั้นแล้วเขาเจ้าบ่เชื่อ
Well, I think the catchphrase is seeing is believing. We want to try out something on a small area and we want to do it together with the farmers. And at the end of the season, we all sit and discuss about what works, what doesn't work.
SRI LMB's results were achieved through a combination of initiatives, including farmers' participatory action research, farmer exchange visits, regional, national and provincial workshops, a participatory consultation process working closely with all relevant stakeholders, including policymakers, 10 season-long trainings of Central Farmers' Participatory Action Research, a regional training of trainers course, and the work was generated across 60 action research sites. Through this participatory exchange, all stakeholders were able to express their concerns, and the lessons learned led to the adaptation of SRI in each local setting.
We witnessed adaptation in Thailand, moving from transplanting to direct seeding, and they reduced seed amount from 350 to 35 kg per hectare. And at the same time, we were able to maintain the wider spacing. This is another principle of SRI. So the principles remain same, but the practices were adapted.
ដើម្បីនឹងចូលរួមជួយកសិករក្នុងការអនុវត្តបវសគឺជាការចាំបាច់បំផុតគឺយើងត្រូវតែបញ្ចូលឬក៏ចាប់ផ្ដើមធ្វើការពិសោធន៍ទៅលើឧបករណ៍ម៉ាស៊ីនសម្រាប់ប្រើប្រាស់នៅក្នុងការអនុវត្តទៅលើការដាំដុះដំណាំស្រូវឧទាហរណ៍ដូចជាម៉ាស៊ីនស្ទូចម៉ាស៊ីនសាប ហើយនឹងម៉ាស៊ីនដែលយើងអាចគ្រប់គ្រងស្មៅទៅលើដំណាំស្រូវដែលគាត់ព្រួសដោយម៉ាស៊ីននេះគឺជាការចាំបាច់បំផុត
As we come to a close for this project, it is of vital importance that we work with governments to communicate major lessons learned and ensure that good practices promoted do get integrated into national and local rural development initiatives.
So in the next phase, we would like to continue the momentum of learning to scale up the activity in the region within the context of Asian food security policy. We'd like to integrate the SRI with the conservation agriculture practices along the market chain development involving smallholder farmers.